Welcome to Dariusburst Chronicle Saviours, or Dariusburst CS for short. This is the newest entry in the long-running Darius shoot-'em-up series about fighting giant fish in space. This game in particular is pretty big, because it's comprised of 3 separate modes that I want to all tackle during this playthrough. If you look at them here on the title screen, we have AC mode, CS mode, and DLC mode. The main dish for our journey, or the biggest fish for us to play, will be CS or Chronicle Saviours mode, which is the main story mode of the game. This mode chronicles the history of the whole Darius universe, and I guess also the Darius series in that way. And it will also be where we will start our journey today. However, I'm not really sure if I will play these modes one after another or switch it up as we go along, because it might get boring to just do one of them completely and then move on to the others. But I guess I'll decide that as we go. DLC mode is a different kind of chronicle, but in the way it works, it's similar to CS mode. This game got a lot of DLC after it was first released, and I will be taking a look at all of them when the time comes. Finally, on top of the list here, we have AC mode, which is a bit special compared to the other 2 modes, because it is actually a link, you could say, to a port of the previous game in the series, Dariusburst Another Chronicle EX. So by pressing on the AC mode here, we would be switching over to the main menu of that game instead, where we can play a more traditional entry, you could say, in the Darius series. If you watched me play Darius Gaiden in the past, it's similar to that. No story, just gameplay. Just a map of stages where you first choose one out of 3 stages, and then at the end of each stage you get a choice of 2 more stages, and this splits up and splits up until you eventually reach a final stage. And then win, hopefully, or get obliterated into space dust. This time around, there's also 2 difficulty modes for that mode. So that's gonna be fun whenever we get to it. Lots of exploration there too. But all of that is future talk, because today we are starting CS mode. So let's go and leave behind this super quiet title screen. I really wish they put some music here. Much better. Why couldn't we have something like this on the title screen? Just a little bit of ambience. This is the area select of Chronicle Saviours mode, where we currently can't select anything. And if we zoom out, our map is pretty much empty, with only Oruriba available to us. It is Darius year 1906, June. Darius is a planet. It has been 1 year since war broke out, and many planets are still under Belzar control. The planet's saviors must free mankind. The Belzar are our fish-shaped adversaries. Or maybe whoever is piloting them. To be honest, I'm not really sure if the giant fish themselves are sentient. I never did that much research into this series. Maybe we'll find out as we go along, or maybe I'll look it up. We will definitely have time to find out a lot about this series as we go. We are also given some info here about we are gonna face. Down in the bottom left, we can see 6 quadrants. And under high score, we can also see a hexagon with a 6, which I'm pretty sure tells us the exact same thing, except we don't need to count how many hexagons there are. In detail, however, in those hexagons we can see that 3 of these quadrants are stages and 3 of them are bosses. So after each stage we are gonna fight a boss. I wonder if that is gonna be the same always. I mean, that there's gonna be a boss after a stage. I wouldn't be surprised if there would be multiple bosses in a row, or multiple stages in a row eventually. We are also given a preset, which currently is set to Legend. Legend here is one of the 9 shot types in this game. That's a lot. They are all based on different shot types that have appeared in previous entrants in the series. With Legend, I think, being the newest one. Actually, I'm not sure. There might be a newer one. We will find out, I'm sure. For all of these areas, we will be able to choose our ship, but the game will also give us a lore-appropriate preset each time. So I will likely tend to choose that unless I can't beat something with the preset. And it also says that all power-up drops are enabled, which makes me assume that that will not always be the case and that there might be special conditions for different areas and stages. I honestly don't know. I have to say I'm talking a lot, but I'm mostly only read the manual and I've not really looked at the game itself, beside a little bit of playtesting and recording testing. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at how difficult this fish game decides to be. Oh, as I just said, we can either play the preset or we can select, and we can also see what the preset entails here. With what I'm guessing is our forward shot and our down shot and a shield, maybe? Meaning we might have 15 shields, which would be appropriate for our first stage, I guess. With no power and in either of our shots. And I guess we can also take a look at select. Yeah, here you can see we have our 9 shot types, but they're actually locked, so I guess they might unlock after we first meet them in the story. That would make the most sense to me. Yeah, and maybe we can put points into the different shots and the shield to maybe start out with more. I do have some points here, which I guess is from my playtesting. I played the first stage and boss here in Oruriba to try the recording. But now really, let's start. Multiple enemies heading straight for you. Roger that, now commencing mission. Red powers up our front shot. Green powers up our down shot, which is these missiles we are dropping. Blue, which I missed, gives us more shield. There we go. And that's a lot of enemies already. At the bottom of the screen we have our burst meter, which is essentially our bomb, but it recharges over time. So we can use our burst now, which empties the bar and kills the enemy. But then as we kill enemies, it slowly recharges back up. While it is red, I guess we can't use it. But as soon as it is yellow, I think we can use it again until it is empty again. We also have a second version of burst, which I think is... Whoa! Not good for the background. Oh, these guys are actually shooting bullets. I thought enemies were harmless around here. Let's wait with the other burst, because here's a warning! A huge battleship, Force Claw, is approaching fast. Crab! Bosses in this game are huge! Our second version of burst is this little option, which we can stop, so it doesn't use up our bar fully immediately. Meanwhile, our crab friend is sending out lots of bubbles. And it's moving around us, which is no problem because we can switch the direction which we are shooting. Meanwhile, he's having fun shooting lasers. I can do that too, you know. We can also destroy parts of the enemies instead of the boss fully, which is destroyed now. But destroying parts will make it so that they can't use some of their moves anymore. It appears the Belzer are preparing anti-planetary weaponry. We have confirmation of a warp quake from a huge battleship. All pilots, be on your guard. Text disappears quickly. I need to read it quickly, I guess. Alpha zone is over, and we get some score. And a no damage bonus. I think I got hit by the claw at the end there, but we have tons of shields, so it didn't matter. Also, on the top center, we have 2, which is our lives, and arm, which I think is also a type of shield. I'm not entirely sure. But we lost one of the 15 shield we started out with. We are now rushing into Beta Zone. Be on your guard. Beta Zone starting out with 2 turrets, I guess. But yeah, we can switch sides, not just during bosses. Which means there will also be enemies that like to attack from behind us. Or circle around us. That works too. Now we are at essentially full power. And no more singing in the background. Seahorse! Seahorse gone. Oh, actually, we were not fully powered yet. Getting more power after we were at full red gave us a different weapon. I guess. Here comes Iron Fossil. Oh, I know that one. think this is a series mainstay. Get lasered, iron fossil. And leave your scales behind. Actually, I think for these big lasers, there is a much more appropriate way to deal with them than running away from them. Let's see if I can do it. Well, I got rocketed in the face. Well, not with this gun. No testing with this gun. Picking up multiple APT attacks from the Belzer ship we are fighting, directed against the hyperspace comm network. Stop them before they break in. We're now rushing into Gamma Zone. Be on your guard. Asteroids. Enemies are thankfully color-coded for their drops. Whoa! Sea urchin. Space urchin. I'm assuming I'll take damage if I run into giant meteors. And I'm not sure what the silver orb was. But here's an eel. I'm not happy about this eel. That was a lot of shields lost. I can see this game getting very hard as we keep going. Because Darius was never an easy series. And it definitely wants me to use my burst more than I'm doing, considering it's literally in the title. Warning. Here comes Lightning Flumbag. A manta ray, perhaps? Well, it got giant electric attacks. Which I possibly should not be staying inside of. Oh, I can also... Okay. I guess I need... You can counter the big red laser with your blue laser. But I guess you need to start them at the same time. So that might not be as easy. Mines? Lasers. We aren't doing so good on shields. But it isn't doing so good on living. Oh, maybe. Maybe I... talked too soon. Okay. With the enemy flagship gone, the hyperspace network was partially restored. The SOS signals from surrounding sectors alone reach into the millions. Great. Final zone is over. And with that, our mission is complete. A new mission has been unlocked. Now we have tiny stages made of 3 quadrants, or 2 quadrants even, and then we have a bigger one again. And it seems we can actually choose. We don't have to do all of them. But we're gonna do things in order, right? Now, can we select anything here yet? Doesn't seem like it. But our preset is fully powered up. Except we have 6 shields. Did we... No, this is a different preset. We did not hold over what we ended with. Unless, except in story, we kept what we ended with in the lore, so to say. So we have missiles up and down and the better shot. Everything fully powered up, I guess. We're still playing Legend though, so it's not that these symbols mean it's a different shot type or anything. And we are starting with a boss. Mud Wheel. It's certainly a wheel. Oh, it's an ammonite. Is that what it is? I guess that explains why we start powered up if we have to fight a boss right away. Music is certainly a thing in this game. Heavy trumpet action. I'm still too slow for the counter lasering. You are actually dead, don't you? Yeah. I guess there's also no plot in these tiny stages. Be on your guard. Seahorse and a jellyfish. And I exploded. I guess the blue thing is not shield. What is it then? And the seahorse ran away. I guess silver ones are just points. Also, I guess our real shield is the arm up there in the, by the lights, which makes a lot more sense in terms of positioning for hard elements. Zero shields, 0 lives, lightning prison. I think we might experience our first death. You look familiar. think I failed. Don't know where I'm getting that idea from though. Let's try Kataru again. Better this time. An enemy life bar would be nice. I guess that's something that we can't have. Although this thing essentially shoots forever, because I'm getting stuff back from shooting the enemy. Well, not forever, but for a while. This went better than last time. Now let's not get killed by a seahorse. I think that would make things easier on life. Guess if I go find you, that's a bad idea and will get me killed. That laser did not last. Seahorse left again. I guess I'm bad. Probability of being bad. High. I'm gonna get better at this game. You'll see. Oh, that scoreball is still here. Oh, this is the thing that killed us last time. So I'm glad it did. He might still die there. Unless it decides to be deaf and stay there. Dead and dead, I mean. Deaf is a different thing. We are deaf to it, in fact. I wonder if shorter zones with... or shorter areas with less stages might potentially be more difficult. Oh, also these had no power-up drops. Well, we can find out in Aguranka, which is just one stage and one boss. Where we have a completely different shot. That rock is a real rock. I thought it was in the background. Also, we are moving down. Oh, our shot pierces. Which might not have helped with the fact that that rock was solid. Would appreciate it if I wouldn't just bleed my shields to tiny enemies and silly mistakes. Who's here? Jaw. A spiky boy. Ouch. Was that your tongue? That doesn't look very nice. That also doesn't look nice. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Cutting it close with these bosses. Sure not getting that no damage bonus. And whatever has Silverhawk bonuses. Silverhawk is what all these ships are called before the legend part. So this is Silverhawk Legend. But hey, we completed. And now it is Darius' year, 1906, July. We will begin the operation to liberate the captured planets. Our part as the 4th attack squad is to eliminate the Belza around the moon. In Norenasa, with 4 quadrants. Or 4 zones, I guess, that's what they are called, so I should be using the correct words. All power-ups. Legend. Actually, question. No, we can also not choose things we play a stage we already beat. Still no idea how that's gonna go. Let's go to Norenaza. With no powers and 7... whatever that is. No, it is 7 shields. Just because it is beside the blue doesn't mean it is the blue. And again, the blue also gave us more. So they might be related. I'm unsure. Conflicting information. Enemies that just shoot one tiny bullet are dangerous, because one tiny bullet can be difficult to see. Rematch against Seahorse. It is always rematch against Seahorse. Can I please kill Seahorse? Thank you. But because I was focused on Seahorse, I didn't get as much power as I could have. Here comes Mud Wheel again. We will have repeat bosses in this game. There is a lot of stages and only so many bosses. Although there might be more difficulty variants of bosses. Also, most of the times when I'm using that big laser, I actually want to use the other laser. So misclicking is happening. I will learn all of these bosses' tells, however, because we will be fighting them more often. So I will know how to deal with them eventually. Only 7 of our 12 attack squads are capable of combat. Navigate the asteroid belt and strike the enemy's fleet flank. We are striking. We are going on strike. We are going home. Unless you pay us more. I really would appreciate getting these power-ups from the asteroid belt. And not running into little fish. This is a very thin path for all these big fish. Power I want, but it's gonna come to me eventually. So no need to rush into danger. Mudwheel and Co. don't really have required me to switch sides much. I guess there is gonna be different bosses that require different tactics as we go. That's a lot of stuff. I miss having actual bombs sometimes. Hyperdraw. You were a bit of a problem, I would argue. Not entirely sure how to deal with the tongue attack. Maybe I'm supposed to burst counter it. I'm certainly not able to do that at the moment. I didn't do that. I mean, he's definitely not as aggressive as he was in the last fight. Which kinda makes me believe in my theory that middle stages might be harder, but shorter. Or not main stages for now. Our success in retaking this system has given mankind a foothold to launch a counter-offensive. Now the war will intensify further. Yay, war! Oh, Silverhawk bonus is for having lives left. I guess that's fair. And now the path splits. We can go places. We can either go to Yorakuchi or Bakirea. Clearly I don't know what the correct choice is. And neither of them have a year attached to them, despite being big. I mean, they do have a year attached to them on the side. And we're going back in time, if we're going this way. This is January 1906. Well, this is August 1906. So this might be, by going to the side, we might be doing side missions. Or getting more backstory. Sure, let's go this way first then. Let's do earlier things first and later things later. Sounds like a plan for now. Yorakuchi. Oh, preset is next. So we are leaving the path of legend. No, this is also next. Okay. Time for a different shot type, without knowing how it works, possibly. Surely it's not gonna be that different. There's different controls in the keyboard settings menu for each of the shot types. Some of them are different. I'm not sure how different. Still nothing here. But we're going from legend to next. Here we can see the difference. It has a different green shot. Because it isn't a down shot. It's actually another front shot, I guess. And our preset has a powered up version of it already. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's missiles that go forward. And possibly, yeah, they're homing. Okay, nice. Is our burst different? Not this one. And also not this one. But very nice singing. Okay, things want to keep appearing from this side. I'm killing something before it can come on screen. I think use burst on big things is not the worst opinion I can have to start out with. Possibly it might be wrong. I shouldn't be behind you, probably. It worked out, but probably not the best idea I've had. In this funky music town, Lightning Flamberg lives. Someone tell me the hitbox of this Lightning Flamberg. But also, homing means I can just stick around the bottom. For the most part. See, this guy has a really big tail for when he's gonna do his big laser. So it should be easier to counter. But obviously I didn't do that. Now he's just gonna do lightning attack again. Except down there, where... Better luck next time, Lightning Flamberg. I appreciate this game not being arcade difficulty yet. Oh, and now we are going back to Legend, with no drops and burst auto charge. Does that just mean it wants me to use burst all the time? It certainly sounds like it. Let's do Toki. With... yeah, here's 2 stages after one another, so that does work. The pictures of the stages don't say a whole lot. I'm gonna keep going to select and see if I can do anything. But so far, so not. I mean, no drops, but we are starting quite powered up. Yeah, burst is auto-charging. Even when we are not hitting things. No drops, I guess, just means, yes, we are just gonna drop score. I guess even if it doesn't run out, there is a little bit of cooldown to use burst again. Also, my burst is going right between the enemies. Oh yeah, stage just ends without boss. Kinda weird. Understandable. Have a nicer day. I should put my burst somewhere where there are enemies then. Oh, I think the cooldown on the burst is until it has fully disappeared, it cannot be used again. Which makes sense. There cannot be 2 of you at once. Also, I guess if I can have so much burst, brightly stare. That's new. Don't stare at me. If me and burst can be in separate places, we should be fighting separate enemies. You are making things explode. Preferably where I am, I guess. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Switching is not a button I want to press accidentally without noticing it. Please stop staring. It's creepy. I think there was another stage and another boss, right? Now we're in the desert, or a desert planet. Sorry, I didn't let you do your big laser. These guys are in a rush. Preferred if they stopped. Here comes 1,000 bullets. Oh good, it's Danmaku time. I feel like I want to destroy these things. I can destroy them. I definitely stood right in that laser. I agree with you, game. Oh, my laser... My tiny laser cannot pass through the big laser. This boss might actually be trouble. Don't know why I'm getting that feeling. Homing whirly lasers, curvy lasers might be a reason. Okay, the ding 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 is definitely a sign for things to come. And listen out front. Wonder how much life you have left, because I have nothing. I am dead. Unless you die very quickly. Why am I cutting these so close? I guess to make things more interesting around here. Definitely on purpose. And things are splitting apart yet again. How are we going time-wise? We're going to February. We're going even further back. So next time we are gonna go even further back. Sounds like a plan to me. And yes, I said next time. I think this is a good introduction of what we are doing here. At least for the first part of this game. Of 3. I'm excited, I'm having fun, I'm shooting down fish and other sea creatures. It's mostly fish. There was a crab at the very start. And an ammonite somewhere in the middle, which I guess is a type of crab. Don't know what mudwheel is. No, wait, mudwheel was the ammonite. I'll learn all these things. This is gonna be a undersea biological exploration, except it's in space. See you for more fish and co. next time.